This is the chapter 1. See there, what is happening to our common home? Pope is asking a question. And then he says, why don't you open your eyes and see the book of ecology? All right? Keep 2 books on the table. One is the ecology book, another one is Bible. Keep both. The second book we are going to see the second chapter. All right? This is the first book. Both of them see. You know, papal documents are written on 3-part methodology. One is see, another one is judge, another one is act. Understand that? So these 3. The first, today we are going to see in 2 classes. 3 classes. See. Understand? The first hour is chapter 1. The second hour is chapter 2. The third hour is chapter 3. That is Judge, chapter 3. Understand? So today we are going to see see. So you open your eyes and see everything. See the soil. See the water outside. Don't have a look the water how it looks like. Just breathe the air, foul air, smelling. Go outside. Here is beautiful, but just go out and smell the air. And see the life form. Look at the dog, look at the cat, look at the pigs, look at the crows. All dirty. They look because of human pollution. Everything we have destroyed. That's why Pope is saying, see. And at last he states, you see the face of another human. Yeah. Look at each other. We are not happy. We all look sad. I don't know why. Every human being looks so sad, as if he lost his own wife and children. That is how every human looks. Gloomy. There is no happiness. There is no joy on the face. Everybody looks depressed. And then he says, look at the face of the babies. They have just born. Look at them. Then, what do you think? We have destroyed their future. We have eaten everything that belongs to the children, the future generations. Nothing is left. We have exhausted everything. When you see those faces, it should hit you. It should hit you hard. You should feel sad. Oh my God, I made a mistake. So that is what Pope Francis is writing in this chapter. It's very, very easy topic. It's full of science. Alright? That's why I'm telling you have to learn science. You must have a book, what I wrote, the ecology and environment, the bookmarks of our existence. Have you ever seen that book? No? Okay, the book must be here in the library. So today have a look. You take that book, and that is a supplement I wrote to understand chapter 1 of Laudato Si. If you want to understand Laudato Si, you need to read that book thoroughly. Then only you will be able to understand. This is all science. Without science, we can't understand the first chapter. Just we will have a bird's eye view of the first chapter. See, it talks about pollution and climate change, paragraphs number 20 to 26, in which he discusses about pollution, about the Panchabhutas and life forms and the waste. He observes that humans are good in one thing, the creation of waste. Yeah. Every human is having PhD degree in only one thing, the creation of waste. And he calls it throwaway culture. That is the first time church is using such a difficult words. Throw away culture. Everything you buy, throw away. Buy, throw away. Now China thinks we buy, throw away. China has come up with the latest innovation. Their waste they are turning into products. Very smart Chinese. They want to send the waste to India. That is what they want, to the whole world. Because they consider all other countries are waste paper baskets. The Chinese make their waste into pen, comb, other products, and in fact they sell the waste. And we are buying the waste. Chinese waste. And you are using within 1 week, 2 weeks, it's gone, and it becomes a waste in your own country. Look at that. How smart Chinese are. They are getting money for their waste. At the same time, they dump in other countries, and their country is waste free. Waste free. Smart Chinese. Smart Chinese. Throwaway culture. 2022. And then 23 and 26, Pope is discussing about climate as a common good. You know, there are two interests. One is self-interest, another one is common interest. Self-interest means that is human character. We all have only one self-interest. But all animals and plants, they have common interest. They do something for the common good of the universe, common good of the ecosystem. Their purpose is to maintain this ecosystem healthy, prosperous, and grow. Only one species does everything for self-interest. My wife, my kids, my family, my tribe, my caste, my country, my religion, my village, my street, my state. See, only one species. There, our, here, my. That is a difference. Climate as a common good means we need to work for the common good. That's it. We have to maintain the welfare of all. Mahatma Gandhi has a word for it. Sarvodaya. Sarva means all. Udaya means welfare of all. You understand? Sarvodaya means welfare of everything. Not only human. Even ants, even snakes, even soil. Actually, our welfare depends on the welfare of all. Yeah. It's an illusion that we think we can progress without them. No, you can never. You can progress in them, with them. That's it. You can't progress without them. That is the wisdom. Yeah, if you destroy and if you think that we are progressing, no, that's an illusion. You have destroyed yourself. In fact, Pope is writing very, very strong paragraphs. We are going to see in a moment. All right. Then he talks about the issue of water. Now he says, look at the water resource. Look at the oceans. Look at the rivers, lakes. Look at the aquifer, the groundwater. Look at the gutters in the cities like Chennai, Kuvam. You need not go to Kuvam, just go there at the entrance. Go and see. Smelling. Open your eyes and open your nose. Seeing is one thing and you are not sensing. You are closing the nose. But Pope is telling, open the nose also. Go and sit down there for 15 minutes. You go to Coom river bank and sit for half an hour. How you feel? How you feel? You feel disgusting. You feel anger. You feel frustration, helpless. Yeah. You want to kill somebody. If you stay there 1 or 2 hours, you become a killer. Yes. Such a bad environment. Filthy. Earth is looking like a filth. Yeah. That is one example I gave. When we come in Kancheepuram, just now I came in the bus and then I was exiting the main, what is that? Where the main, it used to be main entrance, but now it is side entrance. So the other side, okay? I'm not coming out of the bus stand where the Pookara street, no, all the flowers there. That is the road. Now buses are going and exiting. I'm not talking about that entrance, the other entrance. You understand? Yes. So I was coming that side. I looked both the side. What an amount of filth. My God. Such a glorious city built by Pallavas. They have given us a World Heritage city. Their streets are wide as the sky. Kancheepuram streets you have to go and see. Big streets. Pallavas. They designed Kancheepuram as a part of heaven. Heaven. It was. But now it is in the hands of the devils. Hell people. Go and look at outside. The amount of filth. You can't even walk there. You have to walk in the main road. Previously, I'm talking about some 40 years ago, you can walk on the side. There are no cycles, nothing. It was beautiful. But now, filth. If you just look at that place, you don't eat for 1 week. You don't eat for 1 week. Such a filth. That's what the issue of water is. So bad. All the water resources man has destroyed them. Not only that, they have monetized business. Free water, some people own it and then they charge you 20 rupees, 30 rupees a bottle. Free water resource, but money. Some companies, they have made there is one company also here, right here. That is also an exploitation. Everywhere that water belongs, at least this is a small plant. Little further you have a big plant there. How much of water which belongs to the agricultural purposes, those people, for the money's sake, they are sucking the water, canning them, and they are making money out of it. That's it. That's it. So the water today is going to be a very scarce resource. As times go by, we have got water poverty. Pope Francis is using the word water poverty. African countries, they experience water poverty. Yes. Middle Eastern countries, they may be rich, but they are poor in water. Water poverty. Half of the world population experience water poverty. In India, we are poor in water. We are becoming very poorer and poorer. Very soon, we are going to running out of the essential resource, water. Yeah, it's going to cost a lot of lives. There is no doubt. Then he talks about loss of biodiversity. See the red color? I am using red color there. There are 10 paragraphs dedicated to that discussion. In other words, it is a very important on Pope's mind. Pope's attention it has got. So Pope is asking all of us, Look at the life of the planet. Look at the animals. Look at the sheep. Look at the birds. Look at the fish in the pond or in the ocean. Everything is in the exhaustion state. Everything is wiped out. Wiped out. And he is talking about the creation of biological corridors for monkeys, for elephants. In a papal document, Pope is discussing all that. So today, evangelization, don't think that you go and baptize and put names in the register. No. Saving these animals, that is our relationship with the creation. So we are extending the love of neighbor a little further. 2000 years we understood neighbor means human. But now, the third relationship, the creation means a man from Jerusalem to Jericho is stopped for human. But a man Jerusalem to Jericho, according to Pope, even if there is a snake is dying, they are wounded, that man is going to stop and apply medicine for that snake and then save the snake, or call the forest department and tell them the snake needs help, and then give to them and then pay the money for the treatment of that snake, and then you go. So that is the understanding we are coming today. You understand that? It shows that our consciousness is expanding to include not only humans, also animals, plants, and also Panjabhutas. So we consider them as our neighbors. So I'm going to finish it with the Mahatma Gandhi Swadeshi principle, so that you will understand this first chapter very well. You understand me? So we will continue some more time. Only 2 periods in the morning. I will give you the break. Just be patient with me today, and I'll give you the time break, and then we'll come for second hour. Okay. You know what? Because we have seen that humans have destroyed all parts of creation. So now what do you expect? You expect this decline in the quality of human life and the breakdown of society. See, Pope is leading one argument, second argument in support. He builds up an argument progressively. See, Panjabhutas, water, life, all gone. Humans think that we have attained enlightenment. No, decline the quality of human life and the breakdown of society. No values, no ethics, no morals. And people want to kill terrorism. You know why? Because not everybody is equal. You are having more money and the terrorism comes to kill you. My money you have taken. So today, many people feel disgusted. They have anger. They will do anything to kill and wipe out the system, because they think that rich have taken the poor people's money. In fact, that is true. So that's why breakdown of society, war. Why Russia, Ukraine? Why war? Why Iraq and America? For oil. America came and bombarded Iraq just to save oil for them. It is not poor Saddam Hussein. It is not to, he was just accused of America. America looted Iraq. Today, Putin is looting Ukraine. Whole world, Sri Lanka, previously, some 10 years ago I'm talking, how they looted Sri Lanka. No United Nations came. United Nations job is to build peace. Where there is a war, they should go and stop it. That is why they created United Nations. But Have we ever seen United Nations coming and arranging peace? Never ever. They are hiding. They are hiding. This international organization came just to stop war after the Second World War. Just stop the war. But he never stopped even Sri Lanka, Rwanda, recently Iraq, previous Iran, Pakistan, India, Bangladesh. Where is United Nations? We don't see them. But they are the political force that go and solve conflict. But they don't do that. All failure. So we are looking at the structures also. Religion, politics, all doing nothing. Just religion satisfied with rituals and then studies. That's it. No action. There is global inequality. Pope Francis is so sad to see. Among 8 billion people, 1 billion are, he is calling bottom pile. Bottom pile. They are the bottom pile. 1 billion. They are struggling for even 1 meal a day. Yeah? 1 meal a day. Yeah? Bottom. 7 billion. 1 billion super rich. Super rich. Another 2 billion middle class. The rest is poor. The other is bottom billion. Just now I said no. Bottom pile, no. Bottom billion. That is the word he uses to describe the most unfortunate in the society. Bottom billion. Okay? So that is the word, bottom billion. Don't forget that. So global inequality. There is United Nations. There are 100 religions. They talk about equality. There are world leaders. For the past 100 years, did they do anything to solve this problem? No. Rich are becoming richer and richer and richer. Look at that global inequality today. You know what? 40 years ago, they used to classify world population, first world, second world, third world, fourth world. Are you aware of that? Fourth. First world is America, all Christian nations. Second world is Russia. And the third world is India. All of us are third world. The fourth is tribals and traditional people in the forest living. These are the fourth world. How crude, one man defining, United Nations defining humanity like this. First world, second world, third world, fourth world. Now they define north and south. North means rich, south means poor. But their division is entirely different. That is developed and this is underdeveloped. We are all underdeveloped. It's an illusion. They think in terms of money, wealth. But they don't think that they are the most poor people in the world because they don't have values, they don't have God, they don't have understanding of God. So they think yet they are developed. But here, at least we have tradition, we have got some values, we have got good way of living, sustainable practices like bullock laws, not destroying the environment. We have been living like that. So now you tell me which is developed and which is underdeveloped. Our nation was developed. That was underdeveloped. But today we are completely false image we are projecting. So today they are thinking that they are better than us. Even Pope's encyclicals, they also talk the same way. They are all developed, they are all rich, They are living in a society called there is equity, justice. Only in our cultures there is no equity, there is no justice. And we are suffering hunger, poverty, even no water. But as I can see, people are living more happier than the Western world, developed world. In developed world, you don't see the fraternity and the social friendship. Here at least we have fraternity, social. I look for you and you look for me. Our government is giving free food to everybody in Tamil Nadu. In Chhattisgarh, do they give free food? Ration, do they give?
Money.
Yes, already we also give little money. But Tamil Nadu is the number one in India in those kind of free distributions. Nobody can beat Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu has gone higher than Christianity. Christianity comes second. Tamil Nadu becomes the first Christian infrastructure in the world. Jesus said, feed my lambs. He says to the disciples, feed them. Before the multiplication of loaves, Jesus asked the disciples, how are you going to feed them, this multitude? Yeah, that is what Tamil Nadu government for the past so many years, from Kamaraj time onwards, all the chief ministers, they have taken that free distribution of food to another level. Today, it's a high peak. So all other states in India, they learn from Tamil Nadu. Yes. Today, Tamil Nadu is a beacon, a light calling other cultures and religions. Come on, care for humanity, feed them. The last word Jesus told to his disciples was, feed my sheep. That was the Lord, feed my sheep. Yeah. In other words, our mission is first to provide food. That is the best form of Jesus' spirituality. Everywhere he fed them. He gave food. The last word on his mind, ellarkum, give them food. Tamil Nadu government is doing excellent. Not even Mizio, not even Miserio, not even Caritas, World Caritas has done so many good things. Tamil Nadu has done excellent regarding at least food. In food, everybody is equal. Yeah, that one thing we have created in Tamil Nadu. Everybody eats. Only one quality of food is different. If you ask me, I like ration rice. I buy ration rice and I eat. It gives you more health than other good rice what you buy in the shop. Yeah, this food is tasty. Ration rice is more tastier because we should identify with the common people. As priests, all of us should eat the same food what majority of our faithful eating, no? We shouldn't eat punni rice, all rich rices. No, eat the same rice. It's very healthy. At least there we can feel the solidarity with our parishioners, with the faithful. We can share equal. You need not sleep with them. You eat what they eat. So you become one with them. It's a simple spirituality. Pope is telling global inequality. Pope is telling. There is inequality also in food items between religious and people. People eat different kind of food. Religious eat little higher food. So we can create global inequality, simple way of creating. Eat the same thing. We have created equality. I am telling you, small thing, everyday thing, 3 times everyday thing. 3 times you can create global equality by eating the common food. This is one solution I am giving. Simple solution. We can do that. Every one of us can do that. You understand what I mean? Then comes weak responses. That's what he says. United Nation is useless. Religions are useless. All the 220 countries, leadership is useless. Technology is useless. Here is differentiates between 4 things which are misunderstood. In the media, everybody promotes them. They say these 4 will solve all the problems. Actually, you will understand, these 4 are the creators of problems. Yes. One is politics. They will solve all kinds of problems, it seems. Second, religions. Third, economy. 4, science and technology. These are the 4 which will solve our 21st century problems. In the media, you open television, everywhere papers, everybody will say only these 4 will solve the problem. But these are the major creators of problems. Yes. Our world is impoverished because of these 4. So we have to break this 4 in order to achieve real enlightenment or progress. This is all misleading us. We are going behind them. They will take you to the pit. Didn't Jesus say, don't follow the blind people? Didn't he say? So who are the blind? These 4 are the blind. We are following, 8 billion people are going behind these 4 blind people. Very soon we will end up in a pit. The last thing is a variety of opinions. There are lots of opinions. Pope is stating that there are 8 billion opinions. Nobody is coming to consensus. Nobody is coming to agreement. Nobody comes and put the ideas together, transparent discussion. After that, we need to come to consensus. Act on one, but that doesn't happen. And he is criticizing even the United Nations conventions on climate change. Now 10 of them happened. Last one was in Glasgow last year. Nobody is agreeing on one thing. Only opinions. Variety of opinions. But when it comes to action, no consensus. So the meeting gets over, everybody goes. We will tell you in another 6 months' time. That's it. 6 years, nothing happens. This is how world leaders, they are acting. Religions, absolutely, they are not at all interested, because this world is going to be damaged. God will come and save the world. So humans, you need not do anything. Absolute faith. Only God will see. You only destroy, God will come and save us. This kind of. So now we have seen the whole common home, what is going on, how humans are, how our principles are, how our structures are, how our Panchabhutas are, how our animal life is, how plant life is. What's happening to common good? Self-interest is increasing. Common good is at stake. And then pollution, waste, throwaway, climate change, global warming. We have ended up in disaster. In 8 years' time, we are going to be destroyed. Pope Francis is writing on the paragraph number 61, the last. See, he is writing in one sentence. He gives you the insight of the whole chapter. Listen to me carefully. If we scan the regions of our planet, we immediately see that humanity has destroyed God's expectations. You understand? If we scan the regions of our planet, we immediately see that humanity has disappointed God's expectations. That one sentence summarizes everything so far we have discussed. You understood that? All right. That is the emotion that shows that our earth has been completely desecrated. We are vandalized. Those are the words, not destroyed, vandalized, desecrated. Yeah, it's a sacrilege. Yeah. Planet Earth is a sacrament. Yes. Like a Holy Eucharist. This is blue round. What we see is the white round in the church. This is blue. Yeah. So when you spill the Blessed Sacrament, we call it a sacrilege. Same thing. It is earth is the revelation of God. Yeah, in other words, God's own body, physical body, He has revealed in His own body. That is how all religions see, even Bhagavad Gita. So the whole thing is the birth of a God, a reflection of a God, revelation of a God. It's an immanent God, we call it. That is transcendental God. A transcendental God revealed in creation called immanent God. In Christianity we call Immanuel. You understand that? God with us. So it's a face of God. When you destroy this, when you spit on the soil, you are not spitting on the soil, you are spitting on the face of God. Spitting on the face of God like that. So this is the common good. The climate is a common good belonging to all and meant for all. At the global level, it is a complex system linked to many of the essential conditions of human life. A very solid scientific consensus indicates that we are presently witnessing a disturbing warming of the climatic system. In recent decades, this warming has been accompanied by a constant rise in the sea level, and it would appear by an increase of extreme weather events. Even if a scientifically determinable cause cannot be assigned to each particular phenomenon. So this is the greenhouse concentrations in the atmosphere. There is 50, they are known as the greenhouse gases. Carbon dioxide is 56%, leading the greenhouse gases. Next comes methane, chlorofluorocarbon, CFCs, ozone, that is the surface ozone, not the atmospheric ozone. Nitrous oxide, because of agriculture, all those nitrogen-based fertilizers, it's all greenhouse gases. Today, greenhouse gas concentration reached to the peak level. Scientists call it by name called 420 parts per million. 420 parts per million. In other words, you can't do anything about it. We are doomed. That's all. We could have done something 350 mark level. That is 7 years ago. We could have done. But now we have reached 420 ppm. And that means we are all doomed. Whatever you do, you can't reverse the effect of climate change. We are destined to founder, be destroyed. Look at the water. Pope Francis writes, greater scarcity of water will lead to cost of food and the various products which depend on its use. Some studies warn that an acute water shortage may occur within a few decades unless urgent action is taken. The environmental repercussions could affect billions of people. It is also conceivable that the control of water by large multinational businesses may become a major source of conflict in this century. This is the longest discussion in the first chapter, comprising 10 paragraphs, 32 to 42. Pope is writing about the laws of animals and plant life. You can read afterwards, but I will read only the important. The replacement of virgin forest with plantations of trees, usually monocultures, is rarely adequately analyzed. Yet this can seriously compromise a biodiversity which the new species being introduced does not accommodate. Similarly, wetlands converted into cultivated land lose the enormous biodiversity which they formerly hosted. In some coastal areas, the disappearance of ecosystems sustained by mangrove swamps is a source of serious concern. Look at that, wetlands. You don't see Chennai wetlands. All no wetlands. Everything is housing board and housing complexes. And the big forest we destroy, and then we introduce monoculture. Forest is a polyculture. It's a multi-dimensional vegetation. Forest comprises of variety of species. That's called biodiversity. When humans destroy forests, they introduce only palm oil plantation, only coconut plantation, or only mango forest. So there is no biodiversity there, only monoculture. In that thing, many species go extinct. And you bring some animals and you introduce, and those animals destroy the local ecosystem. They are invasive species. So Pope Francis is writing, everything is based on science. How does he know? Because he trusts the scientist. So all these arguments come from the scientist. It's not people discoveries. It is a scientific discoveries. So Pope is just adding them in the encyclical in the first chapter. So he is building his argument on a very profound base, that is science. Science has provided the foundation stone for Laudato Si. So in that respect, this document is very powerful, because all other documents built on metaphysics, philosophy. I mean, it may be true or it may not be true. I mean, nobody can verify it. Metaphysics can't be verified. It's only on faith. Only 2 plus 2 is 7 in metaphysics. All religions operate on 2 is equal to 7. That is the principle of God. But here, this document talks about the science. 2 plus 2 is 4. Here, very strong, you can verify it, you can compare it, and because he can't go wrong, Pope doesn't go wrong. So there is a decline in the quality of human life as a result. Furthermore, when media and the digital world become omnipresent, their influence can stop people from learning how to live wisely, to think deeply, and to love generously. In this context, the great sages of the past run the risk of going unheard amid the noise and distractions of an information overload. The efforts need to be made to help these media become sources of new cultural progress for humanity. Actually, so many distractions today because of this electronic world. So today, the books nobody reads. Nobody reads all those holy books. Only old people, Bhagavad Gita, Bible. The modern generation, they look only this mobile phones as the Old Testament and New Testament. So this mobile phone has become a new Bible. So they tell what to do. Everybody teaches. Drink more water. Drink no water. One guru comes and says, eat this. Another guru comes and don't eat that. So all this book becomes the textbook for human life. I mean, there is no substantial proof. The books are always books. They contain wisdom. This can distract each and every day. Morning is one opinion, evening is another opinion. Yeah, it's built on opinions. So our life is being tossed up and down on opinions, not on truth. Truth can be found in books, in meditation, contemplation, reading, developing, maturing, even sanctifying. So that is how it progresses. Nobody can become a holy person touching phone and by evening nobody can become. It needs to be said that generally speaking, there is little in the way of clear awareness of problems which especially affect the excluded. Yet they are the majority of the planet's populations, billions of people. These days, they are mentioned in international political and economic discussion, but one often has the impression that their problems are brought up as an afterthought, a question which gets added almost out of duty or in a tangential way, if not treated merely a collateral damage. Indeed, when all is said and done, they frequently remain at the bottom of the pile. See there? That is the word. Actually, bottom billion means that 1 billion people are very poor. That is the word Pope uses. Bottom of the pile means that 1 billion, bottom billion. Alright? This is due partly to the fact that many professionals, opinion makers, communications media, and centers of power being located in affluent urban areas are far removed from the poor, with little direct contact with their problems. The people, planning for a better future for the poor people and bottom billion people, they have never seen one poor man in their life. They are planning in London, New York. They are sitting in a big AC room, all eaten well, big tummies, all tight. They are planning for the slum living human person in Kancheepuram. They are planning in New York, 5-star hotel. Yes. And they can't see. They never know what poverty, they never know what is hunger. They never know it. So they are planning. So further Pope writes, they can't see them from their high level, no? They can't see the poor. In other words, there is a satire there. From the higher position, you can't see. When the stomach is big, you can't see who is sitting at the bottom. So that is what he says. He can't see the bottom of the bile because his stomach is hiding, no? So he can't see. So it's only an afterthought. Somebody will say, there is a person sitting, be careful, you will fall down on him. An afterthought. Somebody has to remind him. There is bottom billion. We need to. So global inequality is rampant. So Pope is meaning weak responses by writing on 54. It is remarkable how weak international political responses have been. The failure of global summits on the environment make it plain that our politics are subject to technology and finance. There are too many special interests and economic interests easily end up trumping the common good and manipulating information so that their own plans will not be affected. Self-interest again. So Pope Francis is writing, there is no concerns at all. Only special interest, economic interest. We are trumping out the common good. Yeah. Every nation, they think they are sovereign. India thinks we are the best in the world. Yeah. There is no nation can come near India. So that is the thing. Pakistan thinks we are the best nation in the world. Yeah. All the 220, they think they are the best. Yes. So nobody can ask us to cut down our economic interest. Yes. Now you are developed nation, now we are underdeveloped. You are also telling that we should become like you. So we need to be developed, no? So we have to pollute. In order to be developed, we need to pollute. There is no other way. So the argument is very simple and also very logical. You have already developed, and your aim is to make other people developed. And you are inviting us, everybody should become like you. So what is the choice? Pope is also writing the same thing. And the developed world, there should not be hunger, there should not be poverty, there should not be any division, all should be equal. That means, who is the standard rule? Westerners. They should have kept one Indian living maybe in Chagalpat diocese, in one of the small village, or in Chhattisgarh, a man in the forest tilling the land. That is the model they should have given. Even Pope should have written. Yeah. United Nations should have given that model. Foreigners, ditch your cars, ditch your high economic model of living, come down, people in Chhattisgarh. So this is the standard of living. So come down, all of you become like that. Go in bullock cart, plow the land, do the sustainable living with the nature. Yes. You need not build factories, you need not build cars, factories, pollute the whole earth, and the exploitation of resources. No. Pope should have taken a model and he should have written. That is called sustainable development model. But they are not doing that. They are writing only their model is the best, and we should not have poverty. In spite of Jesus' teaching on the mountain, did he say, what are the blessings? He said, poverty. He told, blessed are the hungry. Okay? Blessed are the meek. Blessed are the people, those who are suppressed, depressed. So this is the blessed are the simple. Okay, these are the ones. Now, even Pope is telling there should not be hunger. Blessed are the hungry. Blessed are the poor. There should not be poverty. There should not be, Jesus said, those who cry, blessed are the weeping. Yeah? We are weeping. But Jesus says, woe to you, those who laugh. Opposite. Woe to you if you eat full. Woe to you, rich people. He's telling, shame on you. You will be cursed. Woe to you. So all the curses, all the blessings they want to remove and bring the curses, they are cursed already. Jesus teaching, cursed to you, affluent people, that is, those who have everything. Blessed those who, cursed to you, those who eat full, no hunger at all. Alright? Cursed to you when you too much laughing and enjoyment, no pleasure. They are doing that. But now, no need of this. Okay, follow this hours model. That means curses. In other words, all these international models are curses according to Jesus. Alright? So now we have to remove hunger. Then how can you seek holiness? Jesus says, only through this you gain eternal life. Eternal life. That's why you call blessed, 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 blessed. So in that regard, I think even church should have taken a model from South America, Africa, or India, or Southeast Asia. This is a sustainable model. People have been living here for thousands of years. We don't consider ourselves poor. Even in your family, we never consider ourselves poor. Nobody said, I am poor. We didn't even think who is rich until Ambani and Adani came. We didn't even know who is rich. We're all poor. We are all rich in the sense we had everything. Our sense of richness comes in food eating, sleeping in a place, having a dress to wear. That's it. That's it. We had leisure, we had festivals, we had free time to go and visit the poor and our own relations. We did grooming all right. We did very well. India has been doing for thousands of years before these people came, before America came, before Italy came, before Pope came, before any religions, Western religions came. Somebody is standing there now. So, this concludes our first chapter. There is also the variety of opinions. Didn't I say there are 8 billion opinions? Nobody comes to one opinion. Alright? Only variety of opinions. That's why we don't get any solution. Yeah. Only opinions. When you come to consensus, we get a solution, but no solution. This is the situation we are all in. On many concrete questions, the church has no reason to offer a definitive opinion. Even church doesn't have any opinion. She knows that honest debate must be encouraged among experts while respecting divergent views. But we need only take a frank look at the facts to see that our common home is falling into serious disrepair. Hope would have us recognize that there is always a way out, that we can always redirect our steps, that we can always do something to solve our problems. Still, we can see signs that things are now reaching a breaking point due to the rapid pace of change and degradation. These are evident in large-scale natural disasters as well as social and even financial crisis. For the world's problems cannot be analyzed or explained in isolation. There are regions now at high risk, and aside from all doomsday predictions, the present world system is certainly unsustainable from a number of points of view, for we have stopped thinking about the goals of human activity. Last Pope Francis is writing the sentence I just now quote for you. If we scan the regions of our planet, we immediately see that humanity has disappointed God's expectations. This is a painful concluding statement from the Pope himself. Humanity has disappointed everything what God has envisioned for him. So that is a sad. Now we have seen it. All right?